everybody. I am sitting in parent pickup right now waiting for my daughter to be released from school. So I thought I would hop on live and chat with you guys a little bit about a day in the life of a lifestyle coach. My success, how I started, and what things look like now compared to what they looked like, just a little over 2 years ago. So I started Beachbody with the mission of just wanting to lose weight. I was a single mom from the time Aria was about 2 years old. Her father and I split, and we went through a divorce. It was pretty ugly, and things were not on good terms. He was with another woman, and she did not make things better. She didn't even try. She was very, very insecure, and so it made it hard for us to co-parent how ideally one should co-parent. So I had a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. I was basically a single mom from the get-go. I was, he was always gone, whether working or not, with friends or whatever. But it was hard. I couldn't get to the gym. I couldn't do the things that I had done before to stay in shape and to be healthy, because I was now struggling with money, because financially it was all put on me. And I was a teacher and a grad student going to get my master's. So, I didn't have financial support even when married. It was bad. I don't really want to dwell too much on, everything, all the struggles while married, but let's just say financially everything was put on me. And there were some times where during my marriage I had to sell my things and some of Aria's things on Mom to Mom site just to be able to pay bills. So when her father and I split and I moved back in with my parents, things got a little bit better. They were giving me time to go to the gym, a little bit of me time, where I hadn't had that in 3 years. So, but the problem is that I had mom guilt. I didn't want to leave her for an hour at a time to go to the gym. It was me and her every single day, and it just seemed like I just wasn't doing my job as a mom, leaving her with her grandparents just for me to, I thought it was selfish of me to want to go work out. And so I didn't really lose I had gained 80 pounds with my pregnancy. Years later, I had only lost 30 through just natural losing it. So I still had an extra 50 pounds on me. And after a year of following, my lifestyle coach, I followed her because she was a mom like me, and her daughter was around the same age as Aria. And so after following her for so long, I saw a post saying, earn an income, get healthy and fit. And I'm like, what? So I checked into it, and I was like, all these tools just made it convenient, for me to do it at home. So I just jumped in. I went all in. I got my package that allowed me to, work out at home and follow a nutritional plan that was easy. I didn't have to count anything but colors. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Having to sit there and deal with macros and calories and things like that. I failed a million times before because it just became too overwhelming. So I found a simple nutrition plan, and then I had always went to Starbucks, or when I did go to the gym, I'd always buy this, $6 or $7 smoothie. I'd load it with protein and Energize, whatever, all those supplements you can add on to when you go to smoothie places. So I would buy this $7, $8 smoothie after my workout, and I thought it was just great. I get one of those every day for $4, included in this kit. So I was like, okay. So after just following everything for, roughly 5 to 6 months, I had dropped all the weight that I needed to. I was down 50 pounds. I lost a ton of inches. And over the last 2 years, I've kept it off, just because of the convenience of having, this unlimited amount of workout streaming to my living room. The service includes family workouts. So Aria gets involved. She loves, she would drink my, superfood shake, and now they came out with a child's formulated one. So she has that and she loves that. And it's been a really positive experience getting healthy and getting my family healthy. And all while doing this, I have been helping other people do the same and mentoring and getting, my team to, just role modeling the daily actions and, sharing to social media and, messaging people, talking to them, building relationships, reconnecting with people, that you've lost touch with. And through doing that, I was able to basically cover my expenses after about 1.5 years. So I quit my teaching job. Because before, when I was teaching and I was going to get my master's and going to school full time and being single mom going through a divorce, my schedule was literally, I would wake up at 3:45, I would work out, I would check into all my groups that I had going and check in with my clients. I would go ahead and get ready. I would get my daughter ready for my mom. She would have to take my daughter to school because when I started, Aria was entering preschool. And I had to be at work before her extension opened at her preschool. So my mom had to take her. So I went to work. After work, I picked up Aria. A couple days a week after I picked up Aria, I had to take her to Linda, her sitter, her godmother, to watch her until my mom could pick her up from Linda after she got off work because I was at school. So literally there were times where I saw my daughter in a car once, and then I got home and I was putting her to bed. And that was my life, her whole preschool year, and it just sucked. And I just remember, missing her first steps and missing crawling and all those key moments. And I just every day would say to myself, like, this cannot be my life. Like, this isn't enough. This isn't what I want. Like, I'm tired of it. At this point, it was my 9th year of teaching, and I still was skimming by financially. So after 1.5 years of coaching, because my last year of teaching, I would find pockets of time to fit it all in. So like I said, I would check in with my challengers in the morning, and then on my lunch or my prep at work, I would go ahead and check in again, and I would make a post on social media, something nutritionally usually that I found off the Beachbody blog. I'm not a genius. I'm not an expert. I didn't make anything up. I literally just found things, the resources and tools that I'm given as a lifestyle coach, and you'll be given too through our partner company, Team Beachbody. And so I just utilized those tools and just shared it. And then I would be mommy or grad student or teacher until I was putting, Aria to bed. And then after she went to bed, I delegated. I had my mom, I had friends, I had, somehow I got papers graded during work. I'd have students who were finished with work early help me grade. But essentially from 8:30 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. I gave myself 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours of solid focused work time where I would invite people and I would follow up with people, and I would, join groups, and I would do another post on social media, and I would just reach out and just share this passion and share what I do and try to help others who, were struggling. So that was what my life looked like then. And now, since I have quit teaching and I haven't went back to get my master's because I have decided that, working with Beachbody lifestyle coaching. This is my full-time career that I want to do. It's my passion. I love helping people. I love helping the leaders on my team grow financially in their lives and grow their teams and get success and be able to emulate what I did and not have to return to a typical conventional job that you're not happy with or that takes you away from family. Because essentially that's what's going to bring a happy, a positive life, is being able to do the things that you love, and family is involved in that, and not missing moments because you are struggling financially, or because you don't have the time because you're working so much or whatever. So now this is my full-time career. So I wake up at 5:30 and I check into groups, and I've since learned how to schedule posts and groups and things like that. So I do that. I take my daughter to school every day. I work out when I get home, and until she gets home, I work my business, where I'm returning messages that people have sent. I'm creating posts. I'm sharing information in my groups. I now have expanded to a wellness club. I'm not going to continue running monthly challenges, and I'm teaching and mentoring my coaches to do the same, to just be and focus on overall wellness, not just the outward, but all aspects of life. So we now are setting up these VIP communities that everybody in here would be a part of as a coach. And like I talked about yesterday, just working on, fitness, nutrition, mindset, and things like that. So I work that until Aria gets out of school. I'm about to grab her right now. They just released them. So from here until 8 o'clock, I'm mommy. I don't have to pick up my phone. I don't have, I have business hours. I don't have to worry about work. I don't have to do anything. I just get to be mommy and do my thing with her and enjoy every minute of it, and cook dinner together and eat dinner together, and just, get a solid 4 or 5 hours together every single day with her, instead of being pulled here and there and doing this and doing that. So, and then once she goes to bed, I do from around 8:30 to 10:30, I do work my business more, because since I am expanding my business, and I am mentoring other coaches, my duties now aren't just solely on my business, but in helping coaches. So I do have a little bit more work to do, but it's a full-time career now. And for me, 5 hours of work a day, when I was doing about 12 as a teacher, so 8 or 9 during school hours, and then another 3 when I was getting home. 5 hours a day as a full-time job is pretty awesome, being able to build a future by design in that amount of time. When I was teaching, I could only devote an hour, but it was a very focused hour, or 2 if I had more time. It was very focused. And now, like I said, since this is my full-time career, now I put in, 5 to 6 hours a day. And that's it. If I have to, only work at night and I only get 3 hours in, I only get 3 hours in. If it's a special occasion, like Thursday, my daughter has a field trip and I get to go on the field trip. So I'm going to be working out before taking her to school, and get to enjoy the day with her on her field trip, and come home and just the whole day. And then at 8 o'clock, after she goes to bed, then I'll put in a few hours before I go to sleep. So it's a really neat experience and a one-of-a-kind opportunity to do something like this. And it's all centered around health and fitness, something that is essential in a happy and productive life. And to be able to share that with all of you guys is amazing. So if you have any questions, drop them below. We are expanding. Also, this is a great time to get in with my team because we're expanding. We're opening in the UK this week. So this is just the beginning of a huge international launch. Previously, we were just Canada, United States. We're about to launch in the UK and open to millions more people. And eventually, it will be all international. So I would love for you guys to take part in the growing and expanding of this opportunity. Okay, I got to go snag my daughter. I'll see you guys later.